to the movies now, and you're about to see the Queen like you've never seen her before, with extraordinary access to rare footage from the Royal Archives. The new documentary called Elizabeth, A Portrait in Parts, is a celebration of the monarch's record-breaking 70-year reign, and it really is a unique glimpse of the woman behind the icon.
It's also the last project from the director, Richard Michelle, after he tragically died the very day he finished making the film. Weekend Sunrise movie man Jason Jabba Davis caught up with Richard's right-hand man, producer Kevin Loader.
It was all a very sudden kind of taking on.
God save the Queen.
Ow! It's my foot you're standing on. Yep.
For the past 7 decades, Queen Elizabeth II has been embedded in our culture. Instantly recognisable, yet unknowable, until now.
You can't look down to read the speech, you have to take the speech up. Because if you did, your neck would break, or it'd fall off. So there are some disadvantages to crowns, but otherwise they're quite important things.
From the famed director of Notting Hill comes Elizabeth, a nostalgic documentary about the Queen in digestible, bite-sized pieces.
This is a film that my late great friend Roger Michelle and I made during lockdown, really, and was kind of, well, we're not going to be able to shoot a drama during the COVID lockdown, so we can't just sit here twiddling our thumbs. What are we going to do?
Top of Roger's list was an archive documentary on the Queen.
To be honest, at the beginning, I was a little sceptical. I thought, how the hell do you make another royal documentary that's just not going to feel like every other one? We really wanted to make something that was a bit mischievous and funny and with a bit of wit, but really try to capture the essence about the Queen and really try to ask some of the kind of questions that we all have about her.
When do you think the Queen is most able to drop her guard and switch off?
There's a whole sequence in the film of her at the horse races, isn't there? And I mean, it's just joyous. You know, you've never seen anyone having so much fun, have you?
In a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much.
Many congratulations.
Kind of. Thank you very much. What do I get?
Well, you get £16.
£16?
£16. Winning.
Can you speak to what rare footage of the Royal Archives entails? Is it like a couple of hard drives or what?
God, a couple of hard drives. We had hard drives whizzing all around the UK, let me tell you.
Incredibly, gaining access to this exclusive footage from the royals was easier than they expected.
They took a look at us and they took a look at Roger and they thought, well, look, Roger Michelle's one of the most important British film directors, you know, of recent times. And if this is what he wants to do, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We showed them what we'd done. They never asked us to make any changes. They were absolutely kind of happy with it. And I think one of the most extraordinary things for us making the film was just to realise what a kind of still fulcrum, what a centre of the circle she has been while this history has swirled around her for decades and decades and decades, and how the world has changed, and yet somewhere in the middle of it, there is this extraordinary person who's both very distant and royal and remote, but also seems rather ordinary and modest and identifiable. And that's the great paradox of our Queen, I think.
So whether you take your grandma or your kids, there's something in this film for all of us. Elizabeth, A Portrait in Parts is in cinemas now.
And Jabba joins us now for his reviews. Good morning to you, Jabba. Nicolas Cage is back in the unbearable weight of massive talent. You must be familiar with that. Shall we say it's a role he was born to play?
And you've absolutely hit the nail on the head there. Good morning to you, Matt. Good morning, everybody. Written by a couple of huge Nick Cage fans. This movie's only going to work if Nicolas Cage comes on board to play himself. He's a fictionalised version of himself. He can't land a role, so he reluctantly accepts a $1 million appearance fee to attend the birthday of a dangerous superfan, played by the actor who portrays the Mandalorian on Disney+. the CIA get involved and they recruit Cage, forcing him to live up to his own legend, channeling his most iconic and beloved on-screen characters in order to save himself and his loved ones. Only a handful of actors could pull this off, and Cage is a joy to watch. It's a love letter to the movies. If you want to get in the mood, I recommend a quick refresher of The Rock, Con Air, Face Off. Let's take a look at Nick Cage's unbearable weight of massive talent.
Gabriella ripped the bedspread off me this morning. Now you're sending me on like a wild goose chase. I'm sorry, but you can't quit acting. You can't. That's none of your business. Whether you like it or not, you have a gift. And that gift brings light and joy to an increasingly dark and broken world. And to turn your back on that gift is to turn your back on the entire human race.
Human race? I'm afraid so.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is sensational opposite Nick Cage. Classic Cage, 3.5 stars for the unbearable weight of massive talent. Took Ruby on opening night, and one of those movies where there's actually people laughing out loud in the cinema in the dark along with you, which is a great experience to be doing that again.
I really want to see that one, Jabba. It's such a unique concept. It looks really good. Thank you. And you watched the third instalment in the Fantastic Beasts franchise, which is now the #1 movie at our box office. Does it deserve its ranking?
Look, there's so many Potter fans out there, obviously, and people want to know what's in store after two quite varied chapters in this supposedly 5-film series. Are we going to get 2 more films? Well, Warner Brothers are waiting to see the success of The Secrets of Dumbledore. In a story sense, we're focused on 2 couples. Witch Queenie and Muggle Jacob, will they reunite? Also to Dumbledore, Jude Law. He's not yet Hogwarts headmaster, but he can reconcile, or will he reconcile rather, with his old flame Grindelwald, here being played by Mads Mikkelsen, who of course replaces Johnny Depp. Mads Mikkelsen, sensational. For me, this one delivers a lot more fun, more Fantastic Beasts, and more of an adventure, similar to what we want to see on the big screen from the Potter films. I think this works even if you've never watched any Wizarding World film. Let's take a look at Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Yeah, visually spectacular, The Secrets of Dumbledore. Magical entertainment, 3.5 stars for that one, only on the big screen right now.
Well, Jabs, thank you very much for the breakdown today. A couple of goodies again. Much appreciated.
Cheers.
Well, for more on Secrets of Dumbledore, you can catch Jabba's school holiday movie special. It is on 7 at 1 p.m. today, with repeats on 7 Flicks, 7 Mate, 7 2 and 7 Plus.